Hey everyone, I'm Heather Vitale for Harness Racing Update. Welcome to day 3 of the Standardbred Horse Sales yearling auction. Now on Tuesday, we saw the weather in the high 70s. Mother Nature was bringing the heat to Harrisburg. And we also saw some high numbers in the sales ring. So on Wednesday, will the trend continue with the temperatures and the prices? We'll find that out soon, but first we're going to check in with the Delaware Valley University consignment. The first day of the sale, we saw $1 million yearling sold, and then yesterday on the show, we had a couple kids that were third generation harness racing on the show. And now today, this goes along with our future of the sport theme, if you will. Delaware Valley University, you guys have a consignment. Yes. Let's talk about the university as a whole. Where is it located, and is it all equine, or are there different things there?
So Delaware Valley University is located in Doylestown, Pennsylvania, so we're about 2 hours from Harrisburg. It's a small, private, agriculture-focused school, so we have multiple equine programs. We have 2 equine facilities on campus. So we have our equine breeding center, so I'm the manager of our equine breeding center, and we also have an equestrian center with our riding horses and our training programs there.
So what are you guys doing here? This is a part of the yearling prep class, I guess you would say, but you guys have so many different classes. Let's talk about some names of the classes you guys have.
So in the spring, of course, we have a class called Horse Breeding Management, which is a basic novice level breeding class. So those students are mostly doing observation. So observing our veterinarian, observing foalings, observing stallion collections. After that, they move to advanced reproduction, and those students get to foal watch, foal out the mares, collect the stallions. They get experience with semen shipping and everything that goes into foaling and breeding. And then in the fall is our yearling horse sale management class. So those students, each student in the class is assigned to one of our yearlings, and they're responsible for the sale prep of that yearling. So grooming 7 days a week, exercising, feeding, the care of the yearling. They do everything to get the yearlings to Harrisburg, and then they get to come to Harrisburg to show off their yearling.
We do want to mention that not only do you have students here for your consignment, but there's a bunch of Delaware Valley University students running all over the sale doing other things.
Yeah, we have multiple students working for the sales company, moving horses and tearing down stalls and everything the sales company does. We also provide other consigners with help if they need it, so I have multiple students spread out with other consigners as well.
How many horses do you have in your consignment this year?
We have 6 total, so we have 5 selling today on day 3 and 1 coming to sell tomorrow morning.
What do you love as far as your consignment? Like, if I made you pick one horse to watch here on day 3, we're going to track it down. Which one would you pick?
I would keep an eye on hip number 765. Neufchâtel is her name. She's a cattle wash filly out of a sports writer mare, and I'm really excited about her. She's correct, she's athletic, and I think she's going to do great.
So do you have stallions standing at the university, or how does that work?
We do have stallions standing at the university. This past season we stood Roll with Joe, which was super exciting for the university, a little bit more of a commercial stallion. We also stand a son of Better's Delight. His name's Swift as a Shadow. He's not as commercial, but I'm hoping someday he'll have a couple more foals on the ground. His oldest foals are 2 this year, so I'm hoping they start hitting the track and maybe he'll make a name for himself.
So for the students that, well, they're graduating soon. I mean, this is the fall. Before you know it, they'll be wearing their cap and gown, the seniors, right? They're obviously looking for jobs, and people that are looking for graduates of this university, can they contact you, or what do they do?
Yeah, they can certainly contact me or our admin assistant at the university. If they call the university, or email, they'll certainly get to where they need to go. And we do have students, the sale is a great time for the students who are looking for jobs for after they graduate. It's a good networking opportunity.
What a great job you have. I mean, really, it's fantastic. You've got to love it.
I do love it.
And I know when it comes to like teaching kids of another generation, and also being a breeder yourself, you know what I mean, helping the kids out, you have to have a lot of patience, but it pays off.
Yeah, it does pay off.
Thank you so much. Best of luck at the sale, and I'm so glad you joined me.
Thank you.
This third session at the Pennsylvania Farm Show Complex was another day exclusively for the yearlings. Over 340 of them, to be more precise. Showing up with the top price on this final day of all youngsters was hip number 607. She's on the money, who brought $95,000. The daughter of E.L. Titan, out of the dam, Queen of Moore, was consigned by Preferred Equine. The filly will be trained by George Ducharme, who knows that extra long days at the sale are a requirement when it comes to searching for the next standard-bred superstar. George, they say that the early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese. I'm telling you, watching your persistence and how long you are at these yearling sales, from the start to the finish, you're taking home all the good deals.
Well, I don't know about that, but we're trying to find the right ones and keep all the clients happy.
Last night, which would have been day 2, you were one of the last buyers in the sale with a horse that was $65,000. And then today on day 3, you're one of the first ones. Actually, I've seen you sign for 3 horses already in like the matter of like 25 minutes. You're going to need a hand massager next to you.
Well, I'm going to have to hire one then. But no, all the horses, the numbers fell where they did, and a couple of those were mass eligible, which is home for me and a lot of the owners we have. So we like to stay there at home and try to race there in the fall, and everyone get to see their horses instead of just watching on the computer.
Yeah, I love that, because as an owner, you do want to be there live in person watching your horse. It just gives you that, I don't know, it's just so much more exhilarating, isn't it?
It is. It's much more in charge. They're there, they meet their friends are there, they can bring family. It's a lot more like it used to be before everything became on the internet and so.
Now, I know that you do like to focus on Massachusetts, but what are some of the other regions that you're buying?
Mostly we're buying just New York and Pennsylvania, because usually in the summertime I go and stable at Vernon Downs, and I can travel New York from there pretty easy, and I can get to Pennsylvania okay too. So.
Okay. But as far as training them down during the winter, you go to the Sunshine State.
Yeah, we train at Spring Garden, definitely. When the kids got out of school, we started going to South, and I find it hard to believe I could do the cold weather again.
Yeah, I'm wondering, who does it benefit? Does it benefit the trainer, or does it benefit the horses? Does it benefit both?
Oh, I'm going to say the horses because it sounds better that way, but I think it benefits both of us, of course. We could get down there and we can work all morning, but you get to relax and unwind. You're not running around racing at night or somewhere else. You get to at least unwind a little bit before you get geared up for the summer stake schedule.
Now, the babies that you bought this week, I mean, they ship right down to Florida, or do they have a pit stop somewhere?
No, they'll go directly to Florida. I think they're all leaving tonight, too, as a matter of fact, and they'll be in Florida tomorrow afternoon sometime.
Okay, all right. Now, let's see. Did you buy any at Lexington?
We bought 4 at Lexington.
Okay. How many so far at Harrisburg? Because I'm still thinking there might be a few more to come.
I don't think there's any more, but we ended up with getting 8 out of here, which is more than I really thought we were gonna. But I think I satisfied everyone that was calling me looking for horses, and hopefully we picked out the right ones.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, actually. We were just talking about technology and watching your horse race over the internet. But George was saying, before cell phones, it seemed to be a little bit easier because I knew what I was bidding on and that was it. But you're getting a lot of calls from owners saying, I like that one.
Yeah, and I think it didn't hurt. Everybody seems to be happy after the election, too. I think that fell right, too, so.
Well, think about it this way also. Putting money back into the economy here at the horse sale certainly doesn't hurt.
Absolutely. We'll keep the economy going, the business going for sure.
Now, I do want to mention one horse, the one that you just got for $95,000, hip number 607. She's on the money. Now, what do you love about this one, an EL Titan?
Well, we liked her, that was for Purple Haze, and Wanda wants to concentrate on New York breds with me. So I'm trying to find her New York breds, and we're the dual eligible to Massachusetts also, made it very attractive to us.
Okay. Let's give Wanda a plug because she is just extraordinary. She loves the business and she does so much for it.
She does, with the retirement thing and donating money all the time. She's just great for the business. She just loves it. Every year the fall comes, she wants yearlings between Tron, me, Howie Acusco, and we try to pick out what she wants, and hopefully we get the right ones.
Absolutely lovely lady. Thank you, George, so much. This has been fun. And, you know, if you need a hand massager, you know, I have a little break later on,
Okay.
but I'm not cheap, okay?
All righty. Thank you very much.
Thanks, George.
Take care.
And we found out yesterday that trainer Noel Daly has been quickly adding to his stable roster here at Harrisburg, and he continued bidding and buying on this Wednesday. Noel signed for 2 of the higher-priced session entries, including hip number 650 for $70,000, a Sweet Lou colt named Hickok, consigned by Vu Curie, and hip number 675, a daughter of Six Pack, aptly named A Case of You, was consigned by Walridge Farm. The spirited trotting filly fetched $80,000. A trio of blue chip consigned yearlings each brought $75,000. Hip number 753, Aquarius Blue Chip, a son of EL Titan, was signed for by Howard Acusco. Hip number 811, Avalon Blue Chip, who also happens to be an EL Titan colt, was purchased by Exceed Stables. And hip number 859, Steel Gray, a son of Tactical Landing, was purchased by William Jackson and also brought $75,000 and consigned by Blue Chip. And although hip number 765, the yearling that was mentioned earlier in the Delaware Valley University interview, brought just $8,000, the consignment did, however, have a Father Patrick filly sell for $17,000 on this day. Although the goal, of course, is to light up the sales board with an impressive number, the experience the students receive here at the sale is something you can't put a price on. Dale, my first question's really tough, okay?
Okay.
What season is this?
I'm not sure. It's like it's summer. I mean, these guys were talking about going to Florida. I said, I think I'll go down there. It's cooler.
I know. It was like in the high 70s. Again today, it's unbelievable. We're overdressed,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
I'm sweating.
I know, right?
And I wasn't doing anything.
So let's talk about this at day 3. The gross is up, so that's good. Tell me about what your thoughts are.
Well, it is, as we spoke a little bit earlier in the week, the middle market is rough, really rough. Today was a rough day for a lot of consignment, but everybody's realistic. You know, it's the way it's been. It's, you know, as we talked before, that's what happened in Lexington. They had a tremendous high end and the middle went away. And the middle yesterday stayed fairly, you know, level and strong, but today it was just, I don't know what you want to call it, not a bloodbath, but it was rough. It was really rough.
You know, consigners might not be very happy, but the buyers, there's going to be a lot of diamonds in the rough in this sale.
Oh yeah, for sure. There were some great buys today, and you know, that's, in a sense, that's what it takes. It moves them up to the next notch. They get a good trainer, wind up real good, it moves their siblings up to the next notch, you know. But overall, it was, you know, maybe it's not as bad as I thought it would be. We're probably down 1%, even, and we sold 50 more horses.
Yeah.
So that takes care of that, you know. I mean, and I had talked to a couple consigners about that. I said, you know, maybe I'll, you know, take less. well, what are we going to do with our yearlings? You know, that's the next question you get. They aren't happy because they don't sell well, but we'll work with them, and I'll talk to them over the year, and I think we might do a little something different next year.
Well, we move into the mixed sale tomorrow. It's an exciting day. Just again, preview a little bit for us.
Very exciting day tomorrow. At this point, there's some outs, but nothing like I've seen over the years. I've been here when there was 140 outs on Thursday and Friday, and 150. I think right now we might have 20, maybe 25. And a lot of the good horses are here already. You know, I mean, they're all good. I shouldn't say, but you know, the top horses, they're here. And there's 2 or 3 that people are they talk about. Of course, Hot Mess Hanover, you know, and Buy Around and everybody's talking about the All-American mares. You know, it's going to be. I think tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, Dale. I'll see you then.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Thank you so much for tuning in. And as Dale and I mentioned, tomorrow we are moving into the mixed sale. Yes, it is day 4 of the Harrisburg auction. And if you want complete coverage, you can check out theblackbook.com. And of course, harnessracingupdate.com. I'll see you back here tomorrow. I'm Heather Vitale for HRU.